people think because they enjoy something, they shouldn't get paid for it. We've bought into this narrative that we have to hate our jobs and because they pay the bills. But what if you could just love what you do and get paid even better or the same amount?
I think taking the leap was a time when I was in a job where I thought it was very secure, but I wasn't going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. I decided, okay, I'm just going to go off sick and try this and just go for it. And literally, it was a really scary time because I'm moving from a stable, secure income to now thinking, okay, I'm going to depend on myself. Am I still going to be able to cover my bills? But just removing the what ifs, not caring and just going for it.
So I quit on the day of, but I'd already made the decision for myself before I actually had the guts to say it out loud. So I'd been emailing loads of different fashion houses. I was trying to do like internships and set them up.
I just started a crowdfunder, just like that. Like on the day I came up with the idea, I started a crowdfunder and just messaged it out to all my friends and was just like, put the tenner in there, guys. Like, come on.
Support me. I had no contacts, no qualifications, nothing. The first thing I had to do was just go onto like this blogging platform, set up a blog. You know, I think I did it in like a night or something. Don't overthink it. Getting that first step down is like such motivation to do the rest.
I don't like networking in the traditional sense. It's not so much about who I am, it's about what I've done.
I just hate it when you're talking to someone and you're talking to them but they're like looking over your shoulder because they're like looking for who else they could be connecting with in the room and you're just like, oh dude, like just go.
Actually, I prefer one-to-one, so now I'd much rather have a coffee with someone, so meet them, engage with them, have that first contact, and then meet them for a coffee and have that personal conversation with them rather than like, oh, who do you want to speak to?
Just get to know people. Like, you just never know who people are or what they do or what they're capable of.
Everyone is just trying to make it and everyone is just trying to do a good job.
I still don't know how to price me.
I don't know how to price me.
You know, when I started, I didn't have the confidence to go and ask for this much money or demand it because you're like, oh, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm still like trying to work stuff out.
I had a lot of issues when it came to like valuing my services and myself when I started out.
I would just say ask as well because like I did not know like how much I should charge for certain things, but I just like I even would just like hit up random people that I don't know that do the jobs that
And see what they're charging,
I think it's being realistic with yourself and knowing what the market currently charges and being honest, because if you outprice yourself, you're not going to get anything, and if you undervalue it, people aren't going to see the value in you.
Yeah, you need to set the price that you deserve.
Never work for free.
never work
Get your money. Get your money.
Sometimes our house is a mess or like my daughter needs extra time, but then there's also a deadline and that client's ringing me about this and you know, I also need to eat at some point today.
Heading to work and in that entire journey do like 4 business calls,
That's
like loads of
exhausting.
emails,
Like, how do you balance
whatever.
it all?
I literally don't walk around, you probably will still see me walking around King's Cross with my whole laptop out, just like, yeah, I'm using the free Wi-Fi right now.
If my diary doesn't go off, like buzz and tell me, or my calendar doesn't buzz, I will continue with Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, I won't go anywhere.
I have to dedicate a certain part of my day to stop thinking about it.
Exactly.
I genuinely did not know that self-care was something that I had to learn for myself.
I switch off. After 7 p.m, I try not to do any work unless it's an event. And Sundays, I hibernate.
When I first started with what I'm doing, I thought that that was the narrative, like, oh, no time off, I must... And I just didn't enjoy it anymore.
I've recently gone through a diagnosis of mild form of narcolepsy, which obviously means that I just fall asleep and my body shuts down. And that is something that I have to learn to balance.
When the better care I took of myself, the better my business was doing.
Fear is so huge.
Yeah.
And people just start to perceive failure before they even start.
Yes.
Am I going to be able to like survive this month? Will I get kicked out my flat?
And that's why you have to be resilient and think, well, if this does go wrong, I'm going to overcome it. So I'm just going to do it.
I didn't get the result, but I got the experience, so I'm fine. I'll do it better next time.
Juggling so many plates, sometimes one does fall.
I think failure is good for us just for our state of mind, to just know that there's no limitations. And
And listen, you're not always going to get it right straight away.
Yeah.
I think failing is the most valuable thing in becoming what you want to be, because by failing, you then realise where you can improve and your strengths at the same time.
Our generation is amazing because they have ideas and they just throw themselves in the deep end and don't know how to create them, but they've got the idea and that's enough.